Good day and welcome to EDMS, where we try to make engineering, graphic and design as simple as possible. In this video, we will look at the research part of the grade 12 Civil PAT for 2026. Now, if you haven't watched the first two videos, which was your design brief and the overview of the PAT, please go back to those videos and watch them carefully to make sure that you understand what is required of you within the design brief and the PAT. Now, let's look at the research. The research requires the following: 5 examples with dimensions that include toilets, urinals, and wash basins that would be suitable for 3 to 5-year-old children. Then 5 examples including construction detail drawings of undercovered walkway designs that are suitable for schools. And then lastly, 3 examples of skylights for pitched roofs and 3 floor plan examples of floor to ceiling room dividers suitable for use between classrooms. Take note of the following. Before you start conducting the research, first familiarize yourself with the requirements of the various drawings so that your research will be able to assist you in completing the drawings. The research must therefore be relevant and in the form of graphic material. In other words, pictures and illustrations. The research material must be presented and may not exceed 3 A4 pages or 1 A3 page per topic. There must be clear evidence that the research has been used in your design solution. So make sure whatever you research that you're going to incorporate that into your final design. Then lastly, include a list of all references used, a bibliography, directly after the research. So let me show you an example of a research layout. Now here's a nice example of a research layout that I would have done. Every topic I have added in as a title. Then I left space for pictures on the topic. Now remember, they've stated that when you do it in A4, you have 3 pages per topic. And when you do it in an A3, you have 1 page per topic. Doing it in a table format, like here, this is going to be the most clear and professional way to communicate your ideas over to the client. So what I'll do is I have a table here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks, and in each block I will put in a picture of examples of toilets or urinals or wash basins which are applicable to 3 to 5-year-olds. The next thing that you need to do research about is your construction detail drawings of undercovered walkways. Once again, table format with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks where you can put drawings into. Now, I have also added at the bottom of the table, I have added a row where you can put in any additional information that you want to communicate over to the teacher or to the client. But the illustration and the pictures you will add in the blocks. Now, although they said 5 examples of toilets, urinals and wash basins, I added 6 blocks just to make it more uniformly and presentable in a symmetrical way. But if you want to have only 2 blocks down here to make it 5, you could do it as you please. Okay, this is just an example of a research layout. So after the toilets and after the construction detail of undercovered walkways, we have to give 3 examples of skylights for pitched roofs. Now, once again, I have 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3, to add in illustration or pictures of skylights, and then you can communicate any additional information you can put down here to communicate to the teacher or to the client. Then lastly, you need to give 3 illustrations or pictures of floor plan examples of floor to ceiling room dividers that can open. And then once again, I left a row where you can put additional information if you wanted to. This is a nice way to communicate your research. It is structural and presentable so that the person who receives your PAT understands what you're trying to communicate. Each topic needs to be on 1 A3 page. So there's the examples of the toilets on 1 A3 page, constructed detailed drawings of undercovered walkways on 1 A3 page, And then you can put the examples of skylights and the examples of floor-to-ceiling dividers on one page. That would be sufficient. After the table, you will need to give your bibliography in a list format. Now let's do one example to make sure that you understand actually how to list your research in your bibliography. Okay, let's say we want to give an example of toilets, urinals, and wash basins for 3 to 5 year olds. So I went to Google and I've just added that into the search bar. It populated a lot of designs to me in Google. And let's say we wanted to take this illustration. I will copy this image, put it into our table, and take the link at the top of this picture, copy that, and paste it here at your bibliography. That you will do for all the pictures and illustrations. So you can go to Google, type in dimensions examples for toilets, urinals, and wash basins for 3 to 5 year olds. You will get a lot of illustrations and ideas here, which you can use in your design. I've went and said examples, including construction detail drawings of undercovered walkways. Google populated a lot of designs for me. You can use a lot of designs here and incorporate it into your design. Put the pictures into your table, copy their links, and put it into the bibliography. Here's some designs of skylights or examples of skylights that you can use. The exact same applies here. Pick those that you like, put them in your table, copy their links, and put it in your bibliography. And then lastly, floor plans with room dividers from floor to ceiling. Get a few designs that you like, 3 of them, put them in your table, copy their link, and put it in your bibliography. So you need to give 5 examples of toilets, urinals, and wash basins. You need to give 5 examples of detailed drawings of undercovered walkways, which is applicable to schools. You need to give 3 examples of skylights and 3 examples of floor-to-ceiling room dividers that can open. You put the pictures in, and then you just copy their links and you put it in the bibliography. Now let's have a look at the research rubric. The first one, 5-dimension examples of toilets, urinals, and wash basins for 3 to 5 year olds, counts 2 marks. Secondly, 5 examples, including construction detail drawings of undercovered walkways, also 2 marks. Then 3 examples of skylights for pitched roofs and 3 floor plan examples of floor-to-ceiling room dividers that can open, 2 marks. Clear evidence that the research has been used in your design solution, 2 marks. And then lastly, a list of all the references used or your bibliography, 2 marks. So it's going to accumulate to 10 marks in total for your research. Great, that is that for the research part. Please make sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you do not miss the next video. In the next video, I will be doing the freehand drawings, what you need to do there. So make sure that you are subscribed and that you turn on your notifications. Thank you for joining. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.